Right now, part of my mind, my psyche, is saying that I don't feel like doing this live stream. Do I have to do it? Not in the best mood to do the live stream. There's a feeling of a lack of motivation. That's a feeling. That's what my inner child is saying right now. I don't want to do the live stream. Do we have to do it? I don't feel motivated today. I'd rather put it off and do it on another occasion. I feel sad today. I feel defeated, rejected, down. Don't feel at my best today. Can we put it off and just do it when you're feeling great? Just do it when everything's perfect and 10 out of 10, not when there's challenges. You can't let people know that you go through challenges at times. That's what my inner child's saying. But the inner child isn't the only part of my mind. There's also an inner parent. The inner parent responded to the inner child. The inner parent is the voice that you're hearing right now as the consumer of this content. The parent said, it doesn't matter how you feel. I have a job to do. I have a purpose. I can't go by my emotions if I want to be successful. And the inner child is allowed to feel however it feels. As a parent, I have to look after my own inner child. I have to look after my future, provide, move forwards, lead myself to a better place, and lead other people to a better place as well. Doesn't matter if I have a few days where I feel down. I have lots of times where I feel great as well. So this is the kind of dialogue that I experience, but so do other people. I'm sure you have some inner conflicts going on right now. Part of you might be thinking, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like doing things that I know are going to help me. I'd rather just do nothing, procrastinate, not get around to it. You might be thinking, what's the point in me pursuing success, pursuing my purpose, when I'm only going to get defeated and feel frustrated? You might have that dialogue going on. But that's not the only dialogue you have going on. There's also a stronger voice, a voice with more life experience, an overarching voice that guides you. This voice, the voice of the parent, can motivate you to overcome your own challenges and succeed. Whatever position you're in, it can be improved. I go back to college, high school as well. So between the ages of 12 and 13, whenever you start high school, finishing college at the age of 18. And I was the most quiet person in the whole year. Didn't have friends, couldn't have conversations. To me, at that time, socializing felt like an alien thing. What is this alien communication going on? I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. Everybody else seems to get it, but I feel like an outsider and an outcast. That was my experience throughout that time in my life. Isolation would make the anxiety worse. And I felt like I was in a catch-22. Because of social anxiety, I was isolated from people. And because I was isolated from people, I couldn't find a way to get the social experience and exposure that I needed to overcome social anxiety. That was my experience at that time in my life. Also, running parallel with this, I felt depression, sadness, didn't know what the future had in store for me. So a lot of anxiety, depression, the two things came together. But I've beat both of those things. They are now truly things of the past. There's a difference between feeling sad on certain days, temporary periods of time, and being in a general state of sadness. So there's general states, general emotional, mental states. Then there's transient states. So some people, they may generally be really, really miserable, but they have a few days where they're really chirpy and happy, but still their general state might be miserable. Some people have a base general state of depression, but they still have times where they feel happy and they're connected to something more. Being able to recognize what is a transient emotional state, something that's temporary, versus a general state, this is really helpful. So, for example, what is my base general state of existence these days? It's happiness. That's my general state. I'm happy and calm and motivated most of the time. Let's say 80 to 90% of the time. Probably 10% of the time, I feel frustrated and sad. And that's how I feel today. That's a temporary, transient state. And maybe the remainder of the time, I just feel different. Feel weird, feel unsure, confused. But 80% of the time, more close to 90%, I would say. If you excuse my maths, it's the general point I'm making. My general state, my base state is good. And it's a hell of a lot better than it was in the past. 10 times better. It's completely different. What is the purpose of coaching? What do I want to do to other people? What do I want to achieve? So I want to get you into the best place that you've been in your life. That's my goal. Maybe you used to be really confident and you was thriving in your 20s. You was fit and healthy, had a good social life, was happy, was secure in yourself. Since then, you've been through several challenges, and that's not your confidence. And you're looking to bounce back. This is a journey that quite a proportion of my clients are on. The bouncing back journey. Someone that has already been in a confident, good place. They've come out of that place and they want to get back there. You can do that with coaching. A combination of one-to-one sessions, and work outside of sessions. Definitely fully achievable. I do have a program for that. And also, I don't just want to get you into a good place. Because what if again you come out of that place? I want to give you tools so that not only do you get into a good place, but you know how to stay in that place. And should you come out of that place, you know how to get yourself back into it. So there's people in the bouncing back category. There's also people in another category who've never been in a confident place where they feel great and life's going the way that they want it to. That used to be me before I got coaching. That was my experience. I didn't know what it was like to be confident, believe in myself, and see things go my way, get results that in the past would have felt impossible. I didn't know how to do that, but I do now. So there's people that have never been confident that might be you watching this video. And again, the goal is to get you into the best place that you've been in before, where you're thriving. You genuinely feel like, do you know what? I'm thriving in my life. I'm regularly going to the gym, eating healthy, feeling motivated. I've made friends with people at work. I don't feel so isolated. I have friends outside as well. I feel much less anxiety around people in general. Can freely speak, listen, be involved in conversations. I feel confidence flowing in my blood, self-belief, and I'm seeing that other people are starting to notice these changes in me. And when somebody tastes that, the genuine self-improvement, reducing those blockages that are normally in the way. It's addictive, and it's not a bad addiction to have. An addiction to growing, succeeding, and living a better life, improving your quality of life. Of all the addictions out there, if you had to pick one, it's a good one to pick. But the difference between a video like this right now and a conversation is that a video is a monologue. It's a monologue. It's me talking, and I'm talking to a general audience. A one-to-one conversation is very different because it's a two-way street. I'm not speaking to a variety of different people, different ages, men and women, different life experiences, different challenges, different struggles. I'm speaking to one person. And this means that it's going to be a hell of a lot more relatable. And for example, when you come on YouTube and you're looking for answers, there's a problem or challenge and you're searching for a specific answer, it can be frustrating trying to find the answer. Really, really frustrating. Because other people that are making content, they're making general purpose content. They have a target market, people that they want to help out, but it's general purpose. It's not tailor-made specifically to you in your current life situation. It can't be that specific. It has to be more general. Because the person making the video, they don't know you and they can't see you. That's where conversation is very, very, very different. Before I got coaching myself, I would watch a lot of YouTube videos from different influencers, different teachers. And I learned some useful things, general content that did help me out, that I could apply. But when I started to receive coaching, it was completely different. My experience was worlds apart, because we all have our blind spots. We have things that we're not aware of, and living life unconscious to these blind spots can cause a lot of frustration and challenges that can be solved quite easily by having a separate outside perspective. Having someone help you realize what your natural strengths are, it can be life-changing for the right person. You might not realize that you're really good at something. You might just dismiss it and think that it's normal and everybody has this ability, but it might not be true. It might be a gift that you have that you've not discovered. Maybe you know what you need to do to change your life already. But what you need is help and support to overcome your anxiety and be consistent with the right actions. Maybe self-doubt is your main problem. And if you could truly believe in yourself and keep on going, you'd get the results that you're hoping to get. See, that's the great thing with coaching. Because we have an ongoing dialogue, so it's a dialogue, a conversation, a special kind of conversation that goes on for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever amount of time is appropriate. And the dialogue doesn't just stop when the conversation stops. The dialogue is continuous, because the dialogue leads to you taking action and making changes in your life. So you're getting life experience on the back of the coaching session. And the life experience is designed to help you make progress, overcoming your challenges. And then you're genuinely talking about your experiences in the next coaching session and making more changes. And just that journey and process can be really, really helpful. If you look at a lot of very successful people, they've had mentors. They haven't succeeded just on their own. So Tony Robbins, very successful businessman, he does coaching as well. Multimillionaire. So Tony Robbins, he's been coached. He had a mentor, Jim Rohn, and the help and support helped him to master his own challenges and create a vision which he achieved. The guy that mentored me, he had a mentor. I've had a mentor. having help and support on a long-term basis can really help you to make more progress in life than you would do by yourself. But it can take a lot to admit that you could do with help and support. It can feel like an ego blow. I spent a lot of years watching YouTube videos thinking that I'm not going to buy this person's coaching program because I don't need it. They're giving me the information and I want to solve my problems by myself. I don't need help. That's what I used to think. I spent years and years and years doing things by myself, making some progress. But then when I got coaching, I made a hell of a lot more progress. I realized that at that time in my life, I did need help and support. There's a lot of value in that. And you might have never tried coaching before. You've never tasted the value. You don't yet see and fully understand how it can help your life. You think it's just BS. It's just people having a chat and it's nothing more than that. But it's actually not true. If you take coaching from somebody that has genuinely transformed their life, there's a lot of inspiration and strength that you're going to get from that person's coaching. And if the person is not narcissistic and they actually put the client first, they put the client's needs above their own fears, and the whole focus is helping out the other person, the ego's not in the way. Just having the help and support alone, someone to talk to get things out that are bothering you, this can lead to long-term changes. What's stopping this person that I'm coaching being in a better place right now? They're angry about something. Maybe they're angry about their parents. They've not been able to forgive them, and it causes a repeating pattern of frustration and anger, which is ruining their life. It's damaging their life quality. And if I can help them to forgive and move past this situation, which I believe I can, providing that they're committed, then they're going to be in a much lighter place. Less held back by challenges, more free. Awesome. Maybe this person is overly timid and they're lacking confidence and assertiveness, but they're a good person. They have all the ability. They just need to practice and get comfortable with new social skills. Cool. That's doable. And if I think about myself and the kind of clients that I'm coaching, quite a range of clients, but there's a few common themes. One common theme is that every person that I've coached so far is introspective. People that think deeply and think a lot about themselves. An introspective character, someone that looks inwards and wants to really understand their own behavior and the behavior of others more clearly. People that are introspective, they tend to be quite sensitive. And I fall into this category naturally. And it's important to have tools to to manage this and realize that it's a blessing when you use it in the right way. If you're naturally more sensitive, you're also more in tune to other people. You have higher levels of empathy. So that's a common theme with the people that I've coached. Generally good people with good levels of empathy. One of the other common themes is a lot of my clients have social anxiety and they're in the journey of overcoming this. And because I've done this journey, I'm still growing, but social anxiety isn't a problem for me anymore, although it was in the past. I really have a lot of expertise in this area. I've also overcome depression as well. So clients that fall into this category, I can help those guys out too. But many of my clients are different. They have other challenges. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. This is quite common. That voice that beats you up, says you're rubbish, you're worthless, and you're never going to succeed. And it throws all these insults at you. And it makes you panic and afraid. It preys on uncertainty. Quite a lot of my clients have come to me with imposter syndrome. And the voice in their head used to be so loud. They used to feel so afraid. And now they're way calmer and less bothered by imposter syndrome. A lot of my clients say that I help them to sit with their emotions in a way that they wouldn't normally do. So when we're having a conversation, quite an open, vulnerable, sensitive conversation, and I can see that there's emotions there that they want to get out, but they're afraid of getting out. I'm really, really patient and I stay on that topic in a calm way. And whenever I'm doing this, their emotions that they want to get out, but they feel a bit scared of getting out, they're starting to come out. As long as you feel the need to hide how you're feeling and hide your insecurities and beliefs from other people, you're not going to overcome it. Feeling ashamed of letting other people really see you, see your emotions, your perspectives, who you are. Feeling ashamed of this and therefore keeping this part of you trapped. This is a self-destructive pattern that blocks you from getting past these challenges. When was the last time you had a real conversation? A conversation where you was completely yourself, 100%. You actually said what you were thinking. You expressed your honest opinions. You didn't hide anything. When was the last time you did that? And if you've not done that in a while, wouldn't that feel great? And we're not talking about using the word honesty as a disguise for ripping into other people. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about people that say, I'm really, really honest, and they use that as an excuse for criticizing other people. That's not what I'm talking about. What we're talking about now, this is honesty from a place of empathy, honesty from a place of love. Completely different. Being yourself, but also from the right place. That's how you overcome social anxiety and change your life. You learn to be yourself from the right place. And when you do this, you're going to get this gut feeling that you're doing things right, you're on the right path. You're going to feel really, really good because you're actually being yourself. You're honoring yourself. You're not abandoning yourself to please other people. You're like, this is me. Take it or leave it. I'm expressing myself from a place of empathy and love. And this is what I'm going to do. It feels empowering and freeing to be this honest. And it can be scary when you're not used to it, because it's unknown and unfamiliar. But with time and practice, it'll start to feel natural and a lot easier. In the real world, transforming yourself and your life, it takes time. Patience is important. There's no gimmick quick fixes. So it will take time. Maybe you view that as bad news. Maybe you don't. But the good news is that it's not a daunting amount of time. It's not an amount of time which is off-putting and intimidating, in my opinion. So if you currently have social anxiety, it's really bothering you, and you're looking for help with this, you want to overcome it and feel like you can let your guard down and connect with people, in 3 months, you can make great progress. At the end of the 3 months, will you still have social anxiety? Yes, you will still have social anxiety, but it will have reduced significantly. It will be a lot less than prior to the start of the coaching. What was once panic attacks will become nervous anticipation / excitement. What was once a strong fear of speaking to people, expressing your opinions, connecting, it will go from being a strong fear to a mild fear. Still a fear, but not as intense. Your confidence, it will have improved significantly. That's realistic. That's what you could expect with 3 months of coaching. I have a 3-month anxiety program exactly for this purpose. It costs £1,000, and we have a 2-hour one-to-one coaching session, either over a video call or a coffee, twice a month. And in between the coaching sessions, I give you homework. I want to get you living a positive lifestyle, because I know that this is going to make a huge difference. And your own experience that you're getting outside of the sessions is a really important component of the process. If you just do a one-to-one session with me and then you go away and you do nothing afterwards, your progress would be highly limited. So it's a combination of talking to somebody, getting out what's bothering you, understanding your own challenges better, and then you actually going out there and applying stuff. It takes a lot of courage. People in social anxiety, they're really, really scared. The one-to-one session with me, I'm going to focus on helping them to open up and connect with me, make good eye contact, be honest, let their guard down. I'm going to figure out what's blocking them from feeling more confident around people. Then I'm going to give them some homework to go to some socials. Find meetup events, networking events, appropriate socials, and give them a couple of challenges for those socials that are appropriate to where they're at. Also going to encourage them to join a gym, work on their diet, sleep, other parts of their lifestyle and routine. So this is the idea. It's a dialogue, action taking, refined dialogue, action taking, refined dialogue, and we keep on going, and there's progress every single time. It's nice to feel that there's somebody fighting your corner, somebody that has your back and is supporting you in your journey. This is going to help you go further than where you're currently going by yourself. The extra encouragement, motivation, and support, as well as expert guidance. Transformation is no easy achievement. It is hard work. I'd like to say to you that it's not going to be hard work. It's going to be really, really easy, but I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that because it's not entirely true. Likely, it will be hard work. Likely, it will be a challenge. Also, likely, you're going to get good results and be happy with the coaching. When I was receiving coaching for the same thing, social anxiety, I had to put a lot of work in. It wasn't easy, but I was happy with the results. I did get more confident with people. My levels of anxiety did go down, and I was happier in myself. It was like, great, this is actually working. I'm on the right path. And I did more coaching and more coaching before, years later, doing the coaching myself. So please, if you have some challenges, things that are bothering you, holding you back, let me know. Post a comment, send me an email, ask me what your questions are. I know that a two-way conversation is a lot more powerful than a general purpose video. I'd rather make a video with a person in mind who's asked me a question than make a video from my own ideas. A lot of the videos I make are based on questions that real people have asked me at my events in Birmingham. Questions that current clients have asked me, and answers which have helped them out. But everyone's different. Everyone's situation is a bit different. The context different. So a different answer might help out a different person. I can't give the same answer to every person because every person is different and their life situation is different as well. So what I'm saying is that through my channel, I can guide you on the best general path that I know to reduce social anxiety, build more confidence connecting with people, and develop your strengths, a good lifestyle. I can lead you on the right path, motivate you, inspire you, and get you to do things which are going to help you out. But still, watching the videos is great, but there's a limitation. It's not as good as private one-to-one coaching. That's just the truth. If we're talking facts, private one-to-one coaching is like personal development on steroids. It's a lot more powerful and impactful, a lot more relevant to you. And if you're someone that is really into growth, to not try coaching, to not experience it and see if it's right for you, you could be severely missing out on something which is actually going to get you results in life. And what I'm all about is getting you into a good place in yourself. That's what I'm about. I want you to have much less social anxiety. Not worry so much about what other people think of you, but feel confident being yourself. I want to get you living a great lifestyle, which will make you feel really motivated, lots of get up and go. I want you to become a lot less afraid in life, less afraid of your own mind, your own self-doubt, less afraid of pursuing what you want to pursue, less afraid of talking to people, better at connecting with people. That's where I'm at with the coaching. That's what I focus on. And people that come to my events and do the coaching, they get the best results. So I want people to participate more because I want to help them more. I know there's a lot of value there, but not everybody is going to see the value, understand the value. They have to experience it first. Coaching is getting you to have the experiences that you need to transform yourself and your life. That's another way of defining what coaching is. If you're interested in coaching, I offer the first one-to-one session free of charge. And thereafter, my current rates, which will increase over time. So I charge £100 for a 1 hour session, £150 for 2 hours, and £200 for up to 4 hours. And this is for my pay-as-you-go sessions. And if you want to do this particular program, the pricing is different depending on the program. But the idea is that you try the taster session, the free one-to-one session, where I'm happy to go for up to 2 hours. And this allows you to experience coaching, and see if it's right for you. And then once I understand what your current situation is, what you're looking for, I can then point you in the direction of the most relevant programs that I have. Also, I have a community where I put on live events every month in Birmingham. They're popular. It's taken off really, really well. And I'm getting about 70 people coming to my events on the last Sunday of each month. So if these interest you, just drop me an email and I'll be in touch. Until next time, hope that you got value from this live stream. If you did, feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit like. I'm going to be putting a lot more out there, and enjoy the rest of your day.